All right. My name is Rakhi Tripathi. I teach at a very prestigious B school, which is called Ford School of Management. I'm a PhD from IIT Delhi. I studied from, in total, I'm a privileged class of this country. In total, you can say that I belong to a very elite class of this country. My background is my father was a professor at IIT Delhi, a very renowned peace activist. So, again, I am part of the elite of this country. Now, whatever I keep on saying this part is that I don't have a story. I don't have a story from 0 to 1 million or trillion or whatever. I have nothing. I don't have a footpath pe soye the or something like that story. No, I don't have it. Then what do I have? I have an experience I want to share. I'll start with it. The first thing I want to say is I was studying in the US. We decided to take a break at Oxford University for a day or two and then go to USA. So I landed at Heathrow. Everything was all set. I was about to go out at London. So at Heathrow, I went to the bathroom. And at washroom, I was all alone. It was a very small washroom. A very small washroom. I was washing my hand. And enters a white security woman. She looked at me and she said, that was the time. And trust me, all my life, my parents, this is the value system that we have been following. That no discrimination, no inequality, only equity in my life. But that was the moment when I realized that knowing the truth and discovering a truth, they're two different things. I discovered racism because I've never felt it. I felt it. That was the experience that I felt. I was shaken. It is so deep rooted in my heart right now that whenever I think of it, whenever I'm doing anything related to it, the first thing that comes to my mind is that thing. And to be honest, I did not feel bad for myself. I felt bad for every other person who has been a part of any kind of an inequality, any kind of a racism in India, all across the globe from the past several thousand. It was like an eye opener. So then I started. I'm a hardcore technology background person. But whenever I'm talking or whenever I'm learning a new technology, because I merged it with management, I did my PhD in IT management. Whenever I merge it with any kind of any new technology, I try to merge it with any societal issues. This is the basic this is the basic objective of my research always. So then what exactly happened after a couple of years I got married and then at the same time I joined my work. And then I realized that I'm not the only privileged one. There's a very beautiful, superior privileged class which is called men. Men, I mean, to be really honest, men is a privilege. So everybody knows this. You pick up any community, you pick up anything, you pick up any caste, you pick up any country, any low income neighborhood. The women of that place, of that community, of that neighborhood is in much worse condition. So this is what a point when I realize, and there's no harm. I'm not saying I face any discrimination towards men from men in my work culture or in my married life. No, but then there is an image which is formed. Image which is formed of a woman every time you enter anything. Oh, I am, for an example, a faculty, my image is supposed to be like this. I am a mother of two, my image is supposed to be like this. I am a mother plus a faculty plus a Delhiite plus going to a mandir, my image is supposed to be like this. So this was happening, and this is one of the basic reasons when I have started working for my societal issues. I've done a lot of things, but say and request everybody is whenever you're talking about any point, whenever you're talking about thinking about any particular thing, think of the person which is the poorest in your mind. If you're talking about any new decision, क्या इससे उसकी कोई मदद हो रही है, नहीं हो रही है तो क्या हो सकती है, क्या आप कर सकते हैं. This is the thing that should always come to mind. Always acknowledge that you're privileged. Always acknowledge that yes, we are privileged, and around us we need to raise some voice. I was in a very remote area. This particular screen that you can see here is called Pipre. It's a village which is in the remote area of Bundelkhand in UP. So I was talking to the women and men, everybody there. What is the biggest problem there? So they said that during the lockdown, all the trains have stopped, and we don't have any way of communication. Then the discussion restricted to women. So I was like, what is the biggest problem? Because of non availability of trains. So the public transportation was only train, and the only thing, and the private transportation was very very expensive. So the priority was given to men mobility, not women mobility. Suddenly there was a voice of a 11-year-old girl. She says, मेरी मम्मा मेरी माँ मायके नहीं जा पाती है. And it was straight from the heart. Can you really, you really need to be into the masses to understand their pain deeper. And I asked, what does it mean? She was saying, मेरी मम्मी रोती रहती हैं क्योंकि वो अपने मायके नहीं जा पाती हैं, 2 साल हो चुके हैं और वो नहीं जा पाती है, because of which there is domestic violence at home. So you can understand, just because a very small issue, we think it's very small. You train नहीं चल रही, कोई बात नहीं, plane ले लेंगे, बस ले लेंगे, रोड ले लेंगे, ये कर लेंगे, वो कर लेंगे. No, we really have to get into the depth of it. That what exactly is the bigger problem? It's a very, very important factor of our lives to not only see what is surrounding. बहुत सारे, I have seen so many students in my life. We discuss it so many times. Many people say, ये चीज़ कहाँ है? Caste system कहाँ है? या ये problem कहाँ है? ये कहाँ? आप उसको, we are just ignoring that problem. The problem is there. The problem that you does not mean that it does not exist. It does exist. It is very important the way we treat our house help. It is very important the way we do our stuff. We can note down anything. This is very important. I usually, the way I do it, social activism into my work. And I'm very, very grateful that my organization helps me and, encourages me in doing it. I try to combine my work, my thought process, my activism together so that I can generate something which is in writing, in terms of research, in terms of the talks, in terms of anything that I'm doing. It's very, very important. So, the two things that I want to say here. The first thing is understand your privilege. So, understand that you're a privileged class. Understand that what pluses that you have. And then try to use them for society. Number second, very important. I see many people who are a part of racism who work for it. If you're working for or fighting for or raising your voice for any cause, do not focus on the cause. Focus on fighting. Focus on understanding how to raise your voice. बहुत एक बड़ी अच्छी कहानी होती है, बहुत सारे लोगों को आपने सुना होगा बोलते हुए, मैं फुटपाथ पे सोया था और फुटपाथ पे सो के आज मैं यहाँ पहुंच गया, मैं वहां पहुंच गया, मैं ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया. जो आपके साथ फुटपाथ पे सो रहा था वो आज भी फुटपाथ पे सो रहा है. Have you gone back to that particular person and helped that person or the community or the society? That is the question. Learn to speak, learn how to raise your voice, not for a particular cause, but for any number of causes. If you're fighting for feminism, you should also stand up for anything like communalism, like caste system, or any inequality in this world. That is my humble request, and I think I am good now. Thank you so much.